Hey folks, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to part 2 at our look at the year of 2017. And I am once again joined with...
How you doing, guys? It's me once again, Efree. I'm here hanging out once again, my bro from another mother, over here, my brother from another mother, and such a great time. So we did this last time, which is very recently. Love the new format and such. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it down below and whatnot and such and everything. And what we're up to next now? I think the last time we talked to was about Skull Island, right?
Yes, and
Okay.
the next one in March is Beauty and the Beast, which has Emma Watson and Dan Stevens, as well as Ewan McGregor, Ian McKellen, Kevin Kline, directed by Bill Condon, not
Okay.
Condom, Condon, who directed Gods and Monsters, Chicago, Dreamgirls, and 2 Twilight movies.
Oh goodness, I didn't know that.
But
Wow.
how do you feel this live act? I mean, I like Dan Stevens in The Guest. I mean, I wasn't the
Yeah.
biggest fan of the movie, but
Yeah.
I really liked him.
Yeah.
And I know you're a bigger fan of the movie I am, but
Yeah.
now he's in a role where he's going to be all unrecognizable. And
Yeah, even voice wise, I mean, they really went all out
how are
and
you
such.
feelings on that and this movie in particular? Did we
I mean,
need this? I
I,
mean,
I mean, I ain't starting to talk to it, but I saw the animated movie once. I never, it wasn't an animated movie I grew up with, unfortunately, and such. I remember not minding it, but I haven't seen it since. And I mean, I was thinking, wow, after all these years, now they finally doing Beauty and the Beast. Finally, wow. And I was curious about it. I like Dan Stevens as an actor. I think a lot of people remember him a lot more from that show he had on the UK, Downtown Abbey or whatnot. And then he started doing stuff little by little over here. Like he did that Liam Neeson movie. What was it? Walk Among the Tombstones. He was there in that film with Liam Neeson. And then he did The Guest, which I really enjoyed The Guest a lot. He stole the show and whatnot. I mean, The Guest is not without its problems, though. I will admit that and such. But I think this year's gonna be his year because he has this movie, and I think he's working on a show on Fox, I believe, that's connected with Marvel. Some show called Legion or
oh,
something like
okay.
that. So he's got that going on and such. And I wish him the best, but I have a feeling, the effects might be he's gonna get overlooked.
Yeah.
That's what I have a feeling. Because, I seen the trailers, okay, but it's a lot of CGI working under him, so I don't know how he's gonna act under all that and such. But see what happens. Everybody praises Andy fucking Circus a lot,
Right.
for the fucking Rape of the Planet of the Apes movies, which I'm not a fan of or whatnot. I like the
We'll
original
get to
movie,
that
sorry.
because there's another one coming out. But
Oh really? Oh no,
you know,
that stings. But I'm a little curious about the movie. I saw the trailer. I wouldn't go to a theater for it, but I'll wait for VOD or for cable. How about you? What are your thoughts on the animated movie and Dan Stevens and everything?
I mean, I wish Dan Stevens was getting better roles, but I don't care about this movie. Just like I didn't care about The Huntsman or
Oh, he
what.
wasn't there? Really? I
No,
didn't
I
know
mean
that.
he wasn't in it. It was just that was Snow White live
Oh,
action.
that was a fairy tale. Oh, okay.
The or the one before, not Snow White and the Huntsman, whatever the hell it was called. I forget what it
Yeah.
was.
I
And
think the
then
Hunter's War or something like that.
what they're doing. What was it? Mirror, Mirror, and
Yeah.
they're doing Lion King. They're doing Dumbo. I mean, Tim Burton's doing Dumbo. I'm just don't care about the Jungle Book. I didn't care to see that. I just don't care about these live action Disney movies. They just don't interest me.
Hmm.
Doesn't appeal to me. I don't see any reason for it. That's just me. Not much.
Probably just a cash grab, pretty much.
Well, yeah. I mean, Let's not do that many more animated movies. So let's just remake all the animated movies to live action.
Yeah. I would not be surprised if Pinocchio's down the pipeline. I would not be surprised.
I
Shit.
thought I remember hearing it,
Yeah.
but the next one is there was a trailer for this called the Belco Experiment.
Yeah. I
When
believe this is the film that's helping Orion Pictures come back.
yeah, Orion Pictures MGM, and it's written by James Gunn. Tony Goldwyn's in the film. Michael Rooker's in the film. What was it? You saw a trailer or something, or it's like
Yeah, I saw the trailer to this, and I saw John Wick Chapter 2, and it already had critical notices on it on the trailer. Like it says, Battle Royale meets Office Space, which is, I mean, I love Battle Royale. I remember, thanks to your review, I saw that. I looked up the film. I enjoyed Battle Royale a lot, but I don't know. I mean, it's a hell of a mashup. And James Gunn wrote it. He didn't direct it. So I don't know who this Craig McLean is or whatnot. And I know Michael Rooker's in it and such. I mean, it's an interesting idea. It sort of takes the Battle Royale idea, basically. People, out in this building in the middle of nowhere. They got this new job. They know nothing about. I mean, who's their bosses or whatnot. They just get the job, and one day leads to another, and they get locked into this big building. And something comes over the speaker saying that you have to kill each other. If you do not do the task you're asked to do, something you basically you blow up. So once again, like
yeah,
Battle Royale. So it's the whole thing. Could you kill an innocent person just to be free and save your own
mm-hmm.
ass? It's probably gonna have a lot of meta in there. I don't know and
Yeah, I don't
such.
know.
I mean, I'm a little curious about it, but I want to wait for very, some like you or Mike or anybody we know who's seen the film, and not nobody from Ain't Cool or any of these highbrow places or whatnot. So let me know if it's worth it or not
Right.
and such. What are your thoughts on that? I know you weren't too impressed by it.
No, I mean the director he did Rogue from 2007.
Oh,
The
that movie?
but
Oh,
he
what
also
was with that?
did Wolf Creek 2, and the Kevin Bacon movie The Darkness as well.
I never seen the Wolf Creek films. I heard they're pretty bad and such. And Rogue, I remember enjoying. I remember
Yeah,
not minding Rogue.
I did not like Wolf Creek, and The Darkness with Kevin Bacon looks like ass.
Okay.
But I just have a feeling that the Belco Experiment is going to have a guy I don't care about and an ending that's pessimistic. Or
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm wrong, good, I'm wrong. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's hard to take chances now, movies, folks, and especially with a horror. That's what it is. Something. Look what happened to Took a Shit in the Woods, aka Cabin in the Woods. It's a fun idea, but they fucked it up. You know?
Well, a lot of people like that movie, but
Yeah. Yeah, it's all right. Power to you, the people. They like that film. We didn't like the film, so sorry. We'll stick with Tucker and Dale versus Evil, the real game changer, and we'll stick to the collector and the collection.
yeah,
That's it. We'll stick with those movies. You guys can keep Cabin in the Woods, but everybody goes to Game Changer. Every time someone uses Game Changer in a critical note, I don't. It's shit. Fury Road. It's a game changer. It's the same game. That's all it is. It's the same game. It hasn't changed. It's the same game.
I didn't hate Fury Road,
And
but
I did because we got stuck with this fucking guy. Ah, and then doing this stupid thing with fingers and shit. And, he can't fight worth the shit. He can't shoot worth the shit. I hate that fucking movie. Yeah, turn Max into a mighty gold. Yeah, puto.
so the next
That's how they should call him. Mad puto.
so the next one is there's another T2, but this is
Trainspotting.
Trainspotting 2.
Yeah.
I've never seen the first one, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, this is supposed to be, I guess, one of Danny Boyle's big breakout movies, I guess, that's helped start Ewan McGregor's career and such and everything. I've never seen it. I've never seen it either. I mean, I would like to look it up sometime. Just out of curiosity, I like Ewan McGregor as an actor and such.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's a sequel that's what 20 years late or
Yeah.
something like that. So I don't know. You know how Fox is about that. Even though it's released to TriStar Pictures, I didn't know they were still running around and such.
Yeah, I haven't seen the first one, so I can't say much about this one.
Yeah,
But apparently, I don't even know if anyone's looking forward to it. If anyone in the comments are, feel free to comment. But
yeah,
I don't know much about it.
yeah. I've been curious, like, what the first movie's about. So I've been curious. I don't even know what it's about. All I know is Ewan McGregor's in it. That's all I know. And
Right.
what I understand, it helped Danny Boyle's big breakout movie. So I remember hearing.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
As for
So
other films, I mean, Terrence Malick has a new film with Ryan Gosling.
Christian Bale, Val Kilmer. Yeah, Matt, your favorite, Rooney Mara.
Yeah. Song to Song. Don't know much about it. There's, I guess, Power Rangers. That's the next
Yeah,
big one.
yeah. I saw the trailer for that. I mean, I didn't grow up with Power Rangers. I mean, I remember seeing maybe the first 2 seasons, but then after that, it just got repetitive because everything kept changing and changing and changing. So you really couldn't get used to anybody because it kept changing and changing and such. I know they probably did that for selling toys. That's about it and such. But the trailer didn't look bad. I will say that. I mean, it seemed like they're taking a lot of notes from Chronicle and such.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, Chronicle seems like an influence. Not the found footage kind, but just the kids with superpowers
Outcasts,
and
yeah,
they're
outcast
outcasts. And
kids, whatever. And they become friends. So there's one night and something they fall down and end up getting these powers and shit and everything. So I don't know, I'd be curious for it, but I won't go to a theater for Power Rangers. It's supposed to be dark and gritty, but meanwhile they put that music. Goo goo Power Rangers. That's cool. Everybody loves that music. Okay. That's,
I mean, it's hard for me to judge in the fact that I've never really seen much of Power Rangers except clips. And back in the day, I hated them on principle because they were overtaking Ninja Turtles. It was kind of like
yeah, they cut in on the turtles'
they were
action.
kind of
Basically.
a territory type of thing.
Yeah,
Hate.
they cut it on the territory.
I just kind of like how certain cities hate a certain sports team in another city.
Yeah,
But like you know how you have some Star Trek fans that hate Star Wars or vice
oh yeah,
versa.
yeah.
That was sort of me. Like, have you seen it? No, but fuck them. But I mean, it's I can't say anything about it looked awful. It's just I don't really care about the property. I'd be very curious to hear what hardcore fans feel about the trailers.
Yeah,
I'd be very curious about that.
yeah. Anybody, feel free to leave your feedback down there about Power Rangers trailer. Yeah, are you looking forward to it? Are you not looking forward to it? Or just give your feedback down below and such. But I know the Power Rangers. I mean, they're retconning this. I don't know. Does anyone even still remember Power Rangers? Any new kids? I know they want to reintroduce it and everything.
See, I know Elizabeth Banks, who is in 40-Year-Old Virgin, is the villain.
I didn't even know that was her. Like, wow, she looks so different.
Bill Hader is the voice of the robot Alpha 5.
Oh, okay. Thought the voice sounded familiar.
Bryan Cranston is Zordon, who's the
Really?
mentor.
Oh, that's interesting. Bryan Cranston? Oh, shit, cool.
I mean, yeah, I can't say anything about. Even as not a fan, it looked better than what they did with Ninja Turtles, and Michael Bay's not producing it, so
Yeah.
at least you guys
I
got
have a
hope.
feeling. I have a feeling you might hate this film on principle as well. Because what if this film delivers, and then you'd be like, but why Power Rangers gets it and not the Turtles? And, and such,
Because Lionsgate owns this, not who released John Wick 2, not fucking Nickel and Diamond Nickelodeon.
That's true. And
So,
plus, it's Saban. Saban is still in the loop.
but
That's
I
why
don't know.
with
I
the
mean,
Turtles, I mean, right now, whoever's in the loop there, they're just jacking off. They're not taking any initiative or nothing. Or like, God forbid, can we get a dark, gritty Ninja Turtle movie? That's like the baddest thing that the people. No, we can't have Raphael alone killing people or beating up people. No, we gotta have him sound like Christian Bale and get his ass kicked. No, or in the cartoon, he turns into a fucking flower. No,
yeah, he
you
does.
know. Yeah, it's terrible. Like God forbid, like they never want to take a gamble with that. I don't know why, but everybody else they take gambles with. Like with Power Rangers, with that fan film they did a few years back, that everybody creamed their pants and Saban got butthurt about.
Well, some liked it, some didn't.
Yeah,
I think the same director that directed Dirty Laundry.
Yeah, yeah,
with Thomas Jane.
yeah.
So this is the same guy directing this as did that found footage movie Project Almanac,
Oh, really?
and he hasn't done much, but again, there's no Michael Bay, so at least there's for fans, you guys have hope at least.
Yeah, you might not get no juvenile humor. So put it that way. And such.
And they look like the stars of the movie.
Yeah, lo and behold.
But the next one is kind of an interesting one called Life, because you have Jake Gyllenhaal, you have Ryan Reynolds, and it looks like sort of an Alien ripoff creature feature movie, which I kind of find a little bit refreshing and
Yeah,
coming to theaters with that cast. It's
yeah.
a crew aboard a space station perform a successful capture of a space probe returning to Mars with a sample inside. They study it, they find out it's alien life, it backfires, the organism gains intelligence, they're trapped aboard the space station with a rapidly growing organism. The crew must find out how to kill it before it manages to escape to Earth.
Sounds cut and dry to me. Not bad. I mean, we haven't had a creature feature movie that's not a rehash or retread or anything like that. I mean, so I like the trailer, the latest one I seen. Seemed like it might go for a blue collar vibe, maybe.
Right.
Because I think the writers for this, I've seen these guys before, Paul Warnick and Rhett Reese. I think these are the guys who worked on, I think, Deadpool, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And I believe Zombieland. Yeah, Zombieland.
Yeah.
As well.
They worked on those, so.
And such.
Yeah, it's pretty strange to see this kind of movie in this day and age with that cast, so.
Yeah.
I think many people will look at it and it looks generic, which I can't blame them for saying that because it does look like a film like, what was it, Creature from the 80s? But I like Creature, so, I mean, I'd be curious about it. I like Jake Gyllenhaal.
We haven't had a space movie, I guess. They're not calling it horror, they're calling it a thriller. So,
and Wikipedia says sci-fi horror.
Well, really? I'm looking over here. It's the genre says sci-fi thriller.
Well, when I clicked on the title name.
Oh, alright, but I hope it's horror, not horrible. That's the only thing I can hope for.
Yeah.
And whatnot. Let's see what happens. I like those two guys, Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
So it might be good, hopefully. And such. It's like an SYFY movie with better actors in it, maybe with some better effects.
With a budget, yeah.
With a budget, And I guess we'll get to this next one here. I don't know if you want to skip it. It's up to you.
No, we can talk about Chips.
Chips, no dips, just chips.
Starring, directed by Dax Shepard.
I
Also has
never been I never been really the biggest Dax Shepard guy, to be honest. I mean, he did this movie. I think it was one where he's in prison, and I think it's that guy, the one that plays Vernon and the bullshit Ninja Turtles movie. He's in it, and I think Chick McBride's in it. Was in a couple of movies here and there. I think he was in I, Robot. He plays Will Smith's boss in I, Robot. I thought that comedy was so-so. And the only time Dax Shepard I didn't mind him in was this movie he did with Dane Cook called Employee of the Month. I haven't seen that in a while, but I remember not minding that one. But I don't know. I grew up watching reruns of Chips and whatnot. I mean, the trailer to me, I like Michael Pena, so maybe that's one of the reasons I didn't hate it. I think Michael Pena, to be honest, I think he's funnier than Dax Shepard. To be honest, just look at what he did in Ant-Man. That whole thing with his character and everything like that. With the hey, I know this and that, and I know Gymnasium told me this and that. The way he did that whole thing in Ant-Man.
Yeah.
It was nice that they had him. I think he was in Civil War too. I think was he? I don't remember.
I don't think he was. No.
Yeah, it's too bad though. It was a lot of fun. Plus, he was good in End the Watch with Jake Gyllenhaal as well.
Yeah.
So it's an actor I like. So if anything, I might watch it for him, but I'm not going to a theater for it and such. Well, what are your thoughts on it?
I never watched Chips, and I don't mind Dax Shepard. Vincent D'Onofrio's in it.
As the bad guy?
Yeah, actually. A dirty cop turned stolen car group leader. Yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio, of course, he's a bad guy. At the end. But
and every time we see Vincent D'Onofrio, I would just say, he's the bad guy. He would just say that.
Bad guy in Jurassic World. Bad guy in Escape Plan. Bad guy in fucking The Cell. I mean, just fucking. Yeah. But do they have to make every fucking TV show into a movie and
a comedy, or whatnot?
And into a comedy? And I know this comes from a guy that I know you hate these movies, but I love 21 and 22 Jump Street. Efree's not a big fan, and I understand why, because he grew up on the show and they took a crap on it on that vein.
Yeah.
But it seems like because Miami Vice was so terrible, it was so god awful, they're like, they all have to be comedies. And 21, 22 Jump Street, even Starsky and Hutch, they were hits.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, Baywatch, which we'll get to, which I know you liked the trailer, I didn't.
Yeah.
And yeah, Chips. I mean, what else is next? I mean, a comedy version of fucking Hodian Zeros?
No, I know what's going to be next. I don't bite my tongue for saying it, but I have a feeling it's going to come down the pipeline. I don't know how, I don't know when. But watch out for it, Matt. Watch. Quantum Leap. I have a bad feeling. I don't know why. I got a bad feeling. Because it's sci-fi. And Hot Tub Time Machine made money. I have a feeling someone's going to take that and fuck it up. I enjoy Quantum Leap, but I have a bad feeling.
I don't think they'd ever do Quantum Leap. It would have to be one of those. When did Chips come out? The 70s?
Yeah. Chips was the 70s, and then Baywatch was the 90s. So, it has to be really a high-profile show, I guess, a name that everybody and their mother remembers, basically. And such.
Yeah.
It's like, I agree with you. I mean, God forbid. All because, why? Because the Mod Squad was a serious melodrama movie. It was boring. And now you can't do that, right?
Right.
Then you did Miami Vice, which people thought, oh my god, man, all right. Jamie Foxx is coming off from his Oscar win. Colin Farrell, he was somewhat hot shit back then, all right. And you make a very boring movie. And I love my Miami Vice. I didn't grow up with the show, but I saw it on reruns on TNN Network. I love the show. I would love to get the show on Blu-ray or DVD or something. It's a show ahead of its time. But like, God forbid, they can't make it serious.
Oh, you know what they're going to do next? I have a feeling.
What's up?
I have a feeling the next one they're going to do is Magnum P.I. I have a feeling they're going to do a Magnum PI movie, and
It'll be a comedy.
there's humor in it, but it's going to be even more a slapstick Magnum PI.
Yeah,
And there's going to be like shitloads of Tom Selleck jokes, and
yeah.
I have a feeling that's going to be the next one.
Mm. I mean, it could work if you balance it the right way. But I think they're gonna overbalance it. It could work and
I don't
such.
know. After what they're doing with MacGyver TV show and MacGruber, and
Yeah.
no, I don't see it. And then on the
Oh,
flip
you mean?
side, you have a Lethal Weapon TV show. I mean, I don't see them.
Yeah,
I don't. But that's Chips,
yeah. But
which
no dip.
you saw the trailer for this Wilson with Woody Harrelson. Pretty funny trailer.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah. It look like I think that's based on a graphic novel or something. It's a comedy. I mean, Woody seems like he's gonna be. We're gonna see a lot of Woody, I guess, this year. I guess because he has that Lost in London we talked about, and then this
Yeah.
one over here. And this one looked like it might be very funny. Because I actually, I mean, I love Woody. I remember ever since I saw him in Cheers, he was great. And White Man Can't Jump, him and Wesley are good. It's just the story itself I was never that big into. But I really love Money Train. I think Money Train is their most underrated movie, in my humble opinion. And such. I know everybody hates Money Train. I don't know. I know you didn't mind Money Train, but I know you love White Man Can't Jump
Yeah, I love both of them. Yeah.
and such. But you know, I mean, he's a good actor and whatnot. I didn't mind him in People versus Larry Flint, and I loved him in Zombieland as well and such. And he hasn't done nothing in a while. He did these bullshit movies. Now You See Me. When I saw the first one, I was bored to tears. I didn't waste my time with the second one. Shit, and
I haven't
you know,
seen those.
yeah, I mean, this one seems like it's Woody having a good time, having fun. So let's see what happens.
Here's a guy meeting his wife that he's been away for a while, and then meets his teenage daughter, and he's a very weird guy.
Yeah, very very funny guy. Seem like a movie that might get some good laughs out of it. Looking forward to checking it out. I don't know if I go to a theater. I think it'd be a VOD movie.
So the next up is Ghost in the Shell, which
The anime, the first movie, never got me. I saw it. I thought it was overrated.
yeah, I mean I'm not a big anime guy. There's a few anime I've liked,
Mm.
but Ghost in the Shell wasn't one of them. I mean I liked
Uh,
Akira. I like what was the other movie? I've reviewed them on the channel, folks. You can look it up, but I've
yeah,
Ghost in the Shell never got me, and it's a the trailers look like a good looking
yeah,
effects wise.
yeah. It's just story wise, it seems like Eon Flux all over again. That's what
Yeah,
it seems like. You know, it
and
just seems like it's an R-rated sci-fi anime movie, right? But we can't get that over here. Guaranteed, this is going to be PG-13. That they want a broader audience and such.
and I want to ask someone out there who knows more about Ghost in the Shell.
Mm-hmm.
I know she's a robot, but does the character have to act so much like a wooden robot? Because Scarlett Johansson is not impressing me
Yeah,
just with this very dry delivery. And I am the Ghost in the Shell, or what the hell dialogue. Hello, my name is Scarlett Johansson. And I'm like, again, I know she's playing a robot, but I'm like, is that how the character is in the anime as well? I don't remember much about that, or
from what I understand, from what I read up and looked up, Ghost in the Shell, I think two sequels, and it got two TV series.
all right.
Now I've never seen the sequels, but I heard with the sequels they worked on the character a little bit more than the first film. One of the series I think it was called SAC. Then there was another one, right? I think one of them they did a little bit more with the character and whatnot. They livened her up a little bit, not too much, but enough that it's a balance.
And it's
And
like
sucks.
I get that she's a robot, an android, however you want to call it, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to sit for 2 hours listening to that droning voice.
Mhm.
And that's why I don't really care about Black Widow movie because I liked her in the Marvel movies in
Mhm.
spurts,
Yeah.
and it's not like I hate the actress, but a lot of time I that's one of the reasons I did not see Lucy, which I don't think
Oh,
you're a fan of.
I hated that. I know Mike enjoyed it, but it's
But
cool.
it's because I didn't want to listen to the droning voice of hers for 2 hours. Was she like that in Lucy as well?
Well,
That
Lucy,
droning
the
voice.
the script and the stupid shit they put in there and whatnot. You see some emotion out of her,
All
so
right,
she's not wooden. It's just the stupidity of the story I didn't care for.
all
And
right,
I mean, this comes from a guy. When she first got cast as Black Widow and Iron Man 2, I was bitter about it because I wanted somebody else for the role,
right.
final time and whatnot. But, you know, she grew on me thanks to Avengers and Winter Soldier and Civil War and such. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing her get her own Black Widow film, to be honest, if they give the right script to her and make it exciting, have her doing some stuff.
What do you think about that whole controversy about they cast a white woman?
Well, that was gonna. I had a feeling that was gonna happen eventually. They were gonna do that because I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I had a feeling it was gonna be done.
Does it
Gonna be done.
is it a big deal or because I don't even
I
know
mean,
is she really white or is it just because that's
no,
how
the
they make
character, the
everybody?
character in the game. I mean, in the game. I'm sorry, in the show on the anime is I think Major Madekote or something. It's a Japanese name, so she's Japanese descent
Hmm.
and whatnot. So I don't know. It's not the first time that's happened. Look what happened with Legend of Shit Lee. They cast this girl even though everybody said, well, she's half Asian, but well, I don't know. The character is not half Asian. The
Isn't she
character is
like a
full Asian.
Canadian or something?
She's Canadian.
Yeah, and she looked
See?
about as Asian as me. And even though she's called Chun Li, it's just I mean at least I don't know. I just
I mean, they're calling the character Major. They're not mentioning the last name, so I guess they're whitewashing it. I guess, but I can understand how people are mad about that. I mean, but who would you get Asian that's a recognizable name that would help bring people to theaters? That's what lies the problem. Just
it's
Scarlett Johansson.
I mean,
I mean,
but are people really going to movies for? I mean, to me, it doesn't matter as long as the person is good. It's
yeah,
like Michael Clark Duncan in Daredevil. He's a great kingpin,
yeah.
so it doesn't matter to me.
Well, Sam Jackson as Nick Fury.
Yeah, unless you're a piece of shit movie like Ninja Turtles, which was going to have that fucking dumbass actor as Shredder,
Yeah, Fichtner as Shredder.
William Fichtner, and then you had another idiot. Just an, he just happens to be Asian as Shredder. Still fucking shitty movie. You could have fucking Bruce Lee in it. Still would have been a shitty movie. So
Yeah.
Bruce Lee wouldn't have saved that movie. I mean, that's how
And
bad that movie
remember,
is.
folks, like a wise man said, Bruce Lee, he's frozen. They're gonna thaw him out when the economy gets better.
I mean, but it's just with this, I'm just not a big Scarlet. I mean, she's alright as Black Widow. I don't mind her. That's why. But it's why I don't give a shit about Black Widow movie or I'm not a big Scarlett Johansson. I don't want to say mark. That sounds mean. I'm just not big into her. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. The way you feel about Scarlett Johansson, that's the way I feel about, I guess, Jennifer Big Tits Lawrence, basically.
I don't care about her either. So.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, that's the way. I'm just saying the way you feel. That's why I feel about Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence, like, fuck her. Everybody gushes so much. Her acting, her acting. I said, I don't believe she's acting. I just think she's just being myself. I'm gonna have a couple of drinks and I'm gonna be a bitch when someone yells cut. That's what I hear about Jennifer Lawrence. So,
Well, I mean, for
but
those out there, I don't hate Scarlett Johansson. I'm just not big into her. Like,
mm,
oh, I gotta go see it because she stars in it. I don't really care since she starred in it. I mean, it's not an actress I gravitate. Like, I gravitate back in the day to like Demi Moore or
mhm.
Emily Blunt, who was in Edge of
I was
Tomorrow.
about I was about to ask you that. Whatever was Emily Blunt as the lead in this? Would you give it a shot?
I'd be more curious about it, and if the
Yeah.
depends how the character. I mean, if that's how it is in anime, okay, but I don't know.
But
I
do you
don't know.
think? But do you think? But there might be a slim chance that Scarlett might surprise you in this.
I mean, there's always a chance, yeah, but
Always a slim chance. You never know. If you're
I
wrong, then you be wrong. I mean, if you're right, then you're right. You know, that's cool.
I mean, I don't know if I'd see this in the theater or anything.
Nah, me neither. I just the problem is the plot line. It's just is a character who's a badass, I guess, but then somehow, way, shape, or form, she feels like she don't belong. That something's wrong. That's like we see in a bunch of times in these type of films. You know, like we see like in the Matrix, or like we see in
Yeah, but some people
No
would
Time for
argue, well,
Violence.
how come you're high on life, which is what we've seen before?
What do you mean?
Well, like, we talked about life, and we were saying, well, that's a plot we've seen many times before.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a problem with Ghost in the Shell. Some people may ask, well, how come you don't really have a problem with life, but you have a problem with Ghost in the Shell with a plot that you've seen many times before?
Well, it's all subjective, I guess. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It's all subjective. It's the matter of what you gravitate towards, and what you see. What it is with life. You see, there's not too many monster movies these days. That's what it is. Like
Especially
this
in
is a monster
theaters,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's not the main monster movies. See, this type of film we've seen this before, and the last time we saw it, it wasn't impressive. It was back in 2006 or 2005. I think around there too, because you had Ultraviolet and you had what we call
Eon
Eon
Flux.
Flux. And
Right.
I like Eon Flux but the one I liked it on Eon Flux, I liked it the liquid television version, the one that was bloody and violent.
Yeah.
And then in 1995 we got a pussified what the fuck version, which was still watchable, but it was no violence because it had his balls cut off. You know, but then you get the creme de la creme, the live action movie. Now Charlize Theron, she wasn't the problem. It's just once again, it's the script.
Right.
It was just a bad script, you know. And then here, maybe Scarlett Johansson won't be the problem, but the script and such
Right.
and everything. I've been talking about doing this for the longest time. You know what is Ghost in the Shell? Also, the anime. Why it didn't impress me? Because so many people have stolen from Ghost in the Shell. It's not even funny. Like if you look at Ghost in the Shell, there's a scene in there where somebody is being unplugged, like from a jack to the back of the head or something. That's right out of the Matrix.
Yeah.
So you've seen it before, or just Matrix. But if you look in there, you'll see a lot of influences where people got it from. That's what it is. And those films like Matrix, I like better. You know, and such.
Right.
But that's all I gotta say about Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah. Um. Most of these others, I don't really know much about.
Okay.
I had nothing to say about Smurfs or a reboot of Smurfs or
Yeah.
going in style. Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, Matt
And,
Dillon.
and Margaret, really? Christopher Lloyd. Once again, John Ortiz. Why do you make fun of his last name? Because he's a shitty actor. That's why. Don't like John Ortiz.
Which is a remake of a 1979 film of the same name, where I guess it's sort of a crime comedy starring Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, Alan Arkin, and the three of them doing some kind of crime or robbery or such.
Mm-hmm.
New Line Cinema, which I didn't
Well, it's
know that.
connected. It's connected to Warner Brothers, so it's not really Blue Line Cinema. It's just a
Yeah,
shell
but
of itself, basically.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. Uh, Other than that, some sci-fi thriller called Slight. Know nothing about it.
Of course, we got this one I showed you a trailer of called Carasis or whatever you call it.
Colossal.
Colossal, yeah. The trailer, I don't know.
Oh,
That's
that's one
Anne
like
Hathaway's your fucking lead. That's what it is.
yeah, like there's this big monster attacking. Where the hell was it? Seoul, and she can somehow control it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dan Stevens is in this as well as the boyfriend or ex-boyfriend.
It says Dana Stevens.
Well, I clicked on the
Oh,
title and it says Dan Stevens.
oh, he's in there. Okay, that's,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was there. I I'm not big Anne Hathaway, but I don't know.
me neither. Me
Maybe
neither.
she'd surprise me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know.
There's, I got much to say about it. I mean, I saw the trailer of it. I was like, that's it.
But
That's,
I
yeah,
guess the next one is The Fate of the Furious.
yeah. Well, you go first on this one.
I wasn't the biggest on Furious 7, but everything I've seen on this I've liked. I thought the trailers looked good. It definitely looks better than Triple X 3. It looks like there's no more practical effects compared to Furious 7, which I appreciate. It looks like they don't have to mess with the whole Paul Walker passing away in the middle of it, which I'm that it did mess up the film. I mean, it's worse that Paul Walker died, but one of your main stars die, it's gonna fuck up the film, and
Yeah,
it was hurt by that. And I guarantee you, his character had a lot more to do in that film.
yeah,
And everything I've seen, I liked. I liked the director, F. Gary Gray.
yeah. Good director.
You know, I liked what he did with the Italian Job. If he can bring that to this,
Mm-hmm.
cool that he brought Charlize Theron, which he worked on that one to this one. I mean,
Yeah.
guy also did The Negotiator, Friday, and Law Abiding Citizen. So I think he's a really
Oh,
good.
I think he also did what was the other one? Oh, A Man Apart with Vin Diesel. So he's worked with Vin Diesel before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I remember that one, A Man Apart.
Yeah.
I thought that was a decent one. That was a good one.
But yeah, I mean, everything I saw about I liked. Yeah, I mean, it looks goofy, but it looks like a fun time. It makes me curious to see what will happen. And when each trailer I've seen, I can't say it was a bad trailer. I thought it was a great trailer, and I thought I like that there's more practical effects, and I'm pretty curious to see what happens. I know
Mm-hmm.
Efree doesn't feel the same, so feel free.
Yeah. No, I don't want to. I don't want to bring it down.
Feel
You know,
free.
but
It's you being
all right,
honest.
all right. I mean, I'm just to this point on. I'm tired of these Fast and the Furious movies. I mean, I can understand. Okay, with the fifth film, I mean, if I'm measuring it from this new trilogy, you could say, or this, at least when it got not really retcon, but when it changed from being about cars to being about full-on action and heist. Okay, like I loved it in Fast Five. I thought that ended things okay. I loved the fight with The Rock and Vin Diesel. It was well built up. Okay, then I saw Fast and Furious 6. I like it. You know, I don't love it as much as the first, as the Part 5, but I like it because it connects at times a little too much to Part 4, which I hated. Then of course we got Furious 7, which I already talked about briefly about why I don't like Furious 7 and such. It's just this one, I don't know. I just feel like this whole thing about Toretto's characters because somehow a bad guy now. Even though I'm sure the movie's gonna give a half-ass explanation of why this is happening or whatnot. I know people will say, "Oh, maybe he's in deep, 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 deep." deep undercover. So I don't know, taking a big chance, going deep undercover. You know, some of your people might get killed, and other people in the crossfire might get killed. Then, like, wow, you're deep undercover. I don't buy that. And this whole thing maybe about mind control or other shit. I don't know. I just feel like it's becoming a soap opera now. Like the last two movies, it was the whole thing with Michelle Rodriguez, which I was never a big fan of the fucking character and whatnot. You know, and she lost her memory because the villain who shot her in the car in part 4 didn't want to shoot her point blank. All of a sudden, he pointed the gun to the car, made the car blow up. She get blown the fuck back. You know, whatever. Then they go to all the show, but it's for love. Okay, it's for love. Maybe I didn't care much for their chemistry. That's why. That's just me. Everybody else, people are gonna think I'm an asshole. I'm crazy, but hey, being honest, you know.
Right.
And I don't know, this movie here, I feel like they're throwing too much in there, though. I mean, it's nice you got F. Gary Gray as opposed to James Wynn, because James Wynn felt like the movie Furious 7 was just above him, but not above him, but it was too over his head. Because I've never seen James Wynn tackle on an action film like that.
Right.
I mean, I love what he did with Death Sentence. First Saw, okay. And I guess that, what was it, Insidious, I think he did?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's, for those type of movies, alright, but, you know, like a big action movie, like, maybe that's why it's not CGI, right? Because he has no experience and all that stuff. And when I have Gary Gray, okay, I love the Italian Job. Negotiator's a good one, of course. And who knows? Maybe he could surprise me. Maybe. It's just, I really just think maybe, even if it makes money, can you all just stop? Please stop. Because I just don't know what else. It's to a point now. It just feels like it's going to be a TV show now. That's what it feels like. They were once thieves, but now they're secret agents. Then this weird thing they're doing with Statham's character, and he killed one of their own, but no, sorry, we gotta put that on the back burner, just because the script says so, and they gotta work with him now.
Yeah, they're being forced to. We've seen many films that's happened, and where the bad guy has to be forced to work with the good guy. We've seen many films that have done that.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about this one. I don't know. It depends on how bad the bad guy is, and stuff. I just think Statham's character, he killed their boy. Killed their boy.
Well, it doesn't look like they're friends. They're not friends. They're being forced to use him.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if his character fucks them over, or all of a sudden they're like giving high five to each other, like really, I don't know, and such. Even for Statham's character, like, you bloody, you wankers killed my fucking brother. No, they didn't kill his brother. They put him. He's in a hospital like a mummy, and so like that looked goofy as hell. Him being like a mummy right there and shit. But I don't know. I have a lot of reservation. I mean, I love Kurt Russell. I hope they give him a little more to do, but I think that's not going to be the case. You got Clint Eastwood's son in there, which last time I seen him was in Texas Chainsaw 3 Dicks, which I wasn't a fan of him in there. Helen Mirren's in this. And of course, Charlize Theron's your villain in this. And I know Michelle Rodriguez got another movie that's down the pipeline. I don't even know if it was on this list or got skipped or whatnot. And stuff.
Well, it's probably going direct to video. I don't know how many theaters are going to be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that film. The transgender hitman or whatever. Or something.
I think that looked alright. The assignment. I liked the trailer.
Yeah. There's something about it. I don't know. Made me think of Johnny Hansen. I don't know why.
It's fine. I don't like Johnny Hansen.
But it made me think of Johnny Hansen. The assignment.
Maybe it could be better than Johnny Hansen.
I hope so. Because Johnny like Johnny Hansen either. And I know it's Walter Hill. Walter Hill's track record, I'm a little worried about,
Yeah.
If it surprises me, I will admit it. I mean,
me too, yeah.
I would admit it if it surprised me. Like, if this movie surprised me, I'll admit it.
Right.
But I would also say this: if I like the film, I would beg, stop, please stop. Give it at least 3 years. Stop. Can you end these films on a good note? Not set up for a sequel. Oh, but the Marvel films do that. Do we have to be like the fucking Marvel films? Or the DC films? Can they do their own shit? You know? Oh, but John Wick Chapter 2 said, alright, now they're gonna bring that. I think someone's gonna get cheap and bring that in there. Fine, fine. But I'm looking forward to John Wick Chapter 3 more than the next Fast and Furious. I said it. Ha 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 ha. I said, but in all seriousness.
No, I'm laughing because when you say, "Do we have to be like the Marvel films?" Made me think of what was that Seagal film? Like,
Oh
what
yeah,
are we,
above
the
the law.
fucking Romans?
Yeah, but the Romans did it. Are we the fucking Romans? I know. I did that on purpose. I'm glad you caught it.
Sound
Yeah,
Seagal. You were
yeah,
Seagal there for a minute.
yeah. Do we have to be like the fucking Marvel and DC movies? No. But
So,
that's my 2 cents
yeah,
on it. I mean, I'm glad you're looking forward to it. I hope it doesn't disappoint. I really do.
yeah,
So
same
but
here.
you know, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but after that, the next film.
There's a movie I saw a trailer to, which looked like it might be fun. This one called Free Fire
Okay,
with Shanton Copley. I think Armin Puto. I call him Armin Puto.
yeah,
Army
Army
Hammer.
Hammer from Lone Ranger, Killian Murphy. Yeah,
There's,
Sholto Copley.
yeah, and I believe Killian Murphy, Brie Larson. It looked like it might be fun
All right.
because I like Shanton Copley. A gang of criminals meet up at a warehouse and order to purchase arms. A disagreement turns into a full-on shootout between the two parties, making the transaction. I don't know. It looked like it might be a little fun, little time waster.
Right.
Because I seen the trailer. Shanton Copley, I like him. He was a lot of fun in Hardcore Henry and whatnot. I didn't mind him in the 18. He was the only thing I didn't mind, to be honest. But it looked like he might be having a good time with that and such. So I'll be curious to see how that turns out. Did you see the trailer for that one?
That vaguely sounds familiar.
Oh, I might have showed it to you a long time ago. I know it was in the trailers for John Wick Chapter 2.
Oh, okay. Wasn't at my theater, but yeah, it doesn't. From the plot, it doesn't sound that bad.
Yeah, when you look at the trailer doesn't look that bad, at least to me, and such. Guaranteed it probably one of those limited releases. It's not like Army Puto, I call him. The name just sounds stupid. Armin Puto. It made me think of George Lopez's joke he had when he talked about Eric Estrada. He calls him Armin Puto. Yeah, I'm sure Army Hammer's a nice guy, but I don't know. His acting never really got me. I know he came close to getting the Man of Steel job, but Henry Cavill took it from him. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it would have been
that's
one of those
why.
cases that we're one, we lost, I guess, like you would have said.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, I was just looking up something because there's a movie that's not on here, and now I know
Okay.
why.
Really? Okay.
Remember that movie, the trailer, Kidnap?
Oh, Halle Berry. Yeah, I know that was. I heard they're having some studio problems because of
Yeah, like
distribution. It might get pushed back.
yeah, people. I mean, there were like test screens that liked the film, but the
Okay.
studio Relativity is
Yeah,
pretty
Red
much
TV
being
Media.
bankrupt.
Yeah.
So now they're trying to shop the film around for someone to buy it, but as of right now, there's no release date.
That's too bad. I liked that trailer.
Yeah,
Halle Berry is another actress, and I think she's a good actress. Nice to see her in a role like that.
yeah.
Such like a road thriller, which I liked that idea. And such. So, I mean, like Summer Entertainment, Lionsgate, get off your ass. Maybe you guys could pick up the check and take it off Relative Media's hands. Come on, be a good combo for you guys. You got John Wick Chapter 2. Come on. Yeah, grab this movie, please. Test audience liked it. Come on, don't fuck with it.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see that. I really enjoyed the trailer to that as well.
Yeah.
But Next one, as we're getting to, was it May? Yeah, May, is Guardians of the Galaxy 2. James
Looks
Gunn
like it might be
directing
fun.
again. Yeah,
Might be a fun time. Plus the cast in it got me very curious. Because Kurt Russell's playing Chris Pratt's character's father in the movie, which I'm very curious about seeing him in the film.
yeah.
And I heard Stallone's supposed to have a cameo, which I'm curious how they're gonna fit him in.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he's supposed to be, but that would be interesting to see.
Yeah,
But yeah, the I really enjoyed the first one. I'm glad that the director came back, James Gunn, and
yeah,
yeah, it looks like a lot. It looks like it'll be a lot of fun as well.
yeah. I like the what they do with Batista's character. It seems like they're gonna lighten him up a little bit because I know in the last film he was good, but they made him very straightforward and stoic, and I'm gonna kill more the hothead.
Yeah,
He's like they're having a little fun, so it's nice that it lightened up Batista a little bit. Oh wait a minute! Oh, that's right. Vin Diesel is in this. I forgot because he's Groot.
Baby
What
Groot this time.
baby Groot, and then Bradley Cooper as Rocket Raccoon. Bad motherfucker. And of course, Michael Rooker might be joining up with him. With it. That's cool. I liked his character and such.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it
but it
was
looks
like
like it might be fun.
yeah, it looks like Michael Rooker will might have a bigger role, at least
Yeah,
based on the Super Bowl spot or whatever. And
yeah,
yeah, I really look forward to it. I mean, apparently test screenings are very high as well. A lot of people enjoy it. I look forward to it. I really enjoyed the first one, and
mhm,
looks like a fun time.
yeah. Hopefully, we'll see. Hopefully they don't drop the ball. But I know their track record's been pretty good so far.
Yeah,
Uh,
but yeah, I think we mentioned this before. Guy Ritchie is a new Teen Arthur movie
Yeah,
with Charlie Hunnam.
yeah.
I don't care.
I mean, that guy, I didn't like him in Pacific Rim Job, and I didn't follow his show, Sons of Anarchy. I know at one point they were shopping him around to be the new Snake Plissken. I was like, no, no,
I'm
please no.
I'm wondering how many Teen Arthur movies do you have to flop for them not to make any more Teen Arthur movies?
The only one that I think is very good and one that's worth a watch, that's not that long, it's pretty straightforward, is the one with Clive Owen. That's the only one.
But I think even that one flopped. I
It
mean,
did, it did, but I
was
thought that was a decent time waster. I'm saying.
yeah,
I mean,
First Night. Was that one that flopped way back
yeah,
in
that
the
was one with
day?
Sean Connery as
And
Arthur, the
Richard
older one,
Gere and
Richard Gere,
uh,
Julia Oman, or whatever and such. But I don't know. This one here, these type of movies they don't make that much money. Didn't they have that one that came out last year with Gerard Butler that bombed very badly? I forgot the name of it.
was that Gods in Egypt?
Something like that. Yeah,
Gods of Egypt.
yeah, that bombed
Yeah,
very badly. People hated on it so much.
yeah. Apparently, it's really laughable.
Yeah,
I mean, fucking Ridley Scott doing Exodus and fucking
yeah,
Robin Hood and the Ben
yeah.
Hur
Well,
remake that no one remembers even came out.
yeah. It came and went.
How many movies? I mean, way back in the day, the 13th Warrior. I mean, how many of these movies do they have to flop? There's
Yeah.
been like one, and that's Braveheart.
Yeah, I mean, the only one that was the big success was Gladiator. Except for
Yeah,
like, I mean, that was
Gladiator. I mean,
Gladiator. I really enjoyed. I know you didn't care for it, but I enjoyed it.
yeah, I'm
It's
not the biggest Russell Crowe guy, but
yeah.
well, it
Now,
depends on the role.
yeah. I mean, I know the best one is, hey Parker, this one's for you. Of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
of
So
course,
it depends on the role. Yeah.
yeah. But basically, I don't know, like. These movies, they don't make no money. I like they did the Conan the Barbarian Retcon, which I still haven't seen, but when I heard, I'm not missing much. I mean, granted, it's his own movie, but just that didn't make no money.
Shitty CGI movie.
Which one?
The new Conan was a lot of shitty CGI. It's its own. Yeah, it's its own movie. It's its own shitty movie
Oh yeah,
with
but
a lot of
really?
CGI.
Oh really? Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
there's a lot of CGI and creatures
Mm.
and
And I know
CGI
you were saying something
blood.
about some of the fight scenes look like something that you would see out of Pirates of the Caribbean or something.
Something like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
some of the
they look kind of
battles.
goofy or something or whatever.
Yeah, did not care for it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Legend of the Sword, Charlie Hunnam. I'm not the big Guy Ritchie fan, to be honest, because I know it's gonna sound harsh when I say this, and people are gonna get mad. But I'm being honest, please. I am not being racist in any way, or nothing like that. But some of his movies I have seen, the accents. I don't know if it's his audio, on the way he does with his cameras or his microphones or whatnot. The accents sometimes are too thick that I need subtitles to watch his movie. I can imagine all the comments down below. Clear the fucking wax out of your ears. Well, that's my opinion.
I like Sherlock Holmes. I
I mean, I
understood
saw it
them.
once. I thought it was okay. I mean, I didn't see the sequel. Did you see the sequel?
Yeah, I didn't mind it. I mean, I'm a bigger fan of the first one than you are, so.
All right. But I saw Snatched, which is a bad title to call it Snatched. And Brad Pitt was badly over the top. I like Jason Statham in the role. I know Guy Ritchie pretty much helped get Jason Statham on the map.
Mm-hmm.
I've still never seen Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I know it's one I keep getting recommended to a lot.
Right.
I seen Snatched. I wasn't impressed by Snatched. I heard about Rock and Roller with Gerard Butler, but I never seen that one.
Mm.
It's just I don't know this. It's just the accents, or I don't know if it's the dialect or the slang. And just like, huh? What they said? What? I know about wanker and this and that. All right, I know that part, but
Right.
okay. But please, I hope nobody gets. But anybody's gonna get mad no matter what. Even if I say, please don't get mad. Like, all right. And just being honest. I'm not being an asshole or whatnot and such. But Guy Ritchie, that's my opinion. Guy Ritchie. Granted, the cast, okay, despite fucking Charlie Hunnam, you got Eric Bana. Yeah, I like Eric Bana as an actor and whatnot. I didn't care for him in the 2003 Hulk movie, but I really liked him in Deliver Us from Evil.
Mm-hmm.
And in Munich, that Spielberg film, he did with Daniel Craig.
Right.
And I remember him being good in Black Hawk Down. That's all I remember about it.
Right.
Yeah. But that's all I can say about it. I mean, what do you guys say? You gave your 2 cents on Legend of the Sword?
I don't like. I don't give a shit about Teen Arthur unless. If I want to watch about the Crusade, I watch Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Of course. It's a classic. Junior, yes, sir.
Or I'll even give more of a shot to Excalibur at the end and give that a shot.
I heard that's a long movie, though, Excalibur.
It is, but it is. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I'd rather watch that than this news crap. Speaking of crap, which you liked the trailer to this, I did not. Alien Covenant. Last fucking time I saw Covenant was Rennie Harlan's The Covenant. I hated this fucking trailer. I don't know why it got so much hype, folks. I mean, it's the same shit that Ridley Scott did in 1979. And we're not getting the Alien 5 that fucking guy who did District 9. We're not getting that. And even the director said, well, now that's going to be slim to ever be made because they decided to do this bullshit. A sequel to Prometheus, which was a piece of shit movie, and you look at the trailer, all they did was remake the first movie. It's a bunch of fucking people that land on a planet, and the lead is going to be a girl again. They're going to be picked up one by one. Danny McBride, he's probably going to try to do his best impression of Parker, except he's white. He's going to die. They're going to get killed one by one. You even have a fucking scene with an alien tail going under a person like you did with Veronica Cartwright in the first one.
Yeah.
And then the lead girl's going to have a fucking flamethrower to try to kill the creature, and You got fucking Michael Fassbender, who I hated in the first movie,
Mhm.
and which I don't. I guess it's another him because the last time he was just a fucking head, and I
Yeah,
guess that girl disappeared to thin fucking air in the first one,
and she
and
sucked.
yeah, and I'm like, so instead of an Alien 5, which would be an actual Alien 3 with Hicks and maybe Newt and all this stuff, we're gonna get this fucking remake.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, it's a sequel, but it looks like a fucking remake of the first movie. Fuck
Mhm.
Alien Covenant. Fuck Ridley Scott. Well, you know what? I can't say that. I actually liked The Martian, and before that was Black Hawk Down, but fuck. So I won't say fuck Ridley Scott, but fuck Prometheus. Fuck this movie.
Mhm.
But that's just my opinion, and I know 99% of people won't agree. That's fine. But enough of my ranting and raving. Give it to my friend Efree, who feels differently for different reasons.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand where you're coming from, bro. I mean, I would love to see what Neil Blomkamp would have done with his Alien film or whatnot. Like, is he really wanted to erase Alien 3 and 4, but his bad luck with Chappie and Elysium and whatnot, I guess fucked up his chances and such.
And why can't they do both movies
I mean, that's a
at
good
the same
question. I mean, they're
time?
doing that with X-Men, right? With this whole Wolverine movie, then an X-Men movie,
Yeah,
then
they
a
do. Like
Wolverine movie.
Fox does, like Deadpool, Logan, like Logan, X Men. Like
Yeah,
you don't just have to do one movie. They can't
I'm
afford to
thinking.
do
I'm,
two.
I'm thinking what it is. They'll probably say, "Oh, that's not really us. It's Marvel." No, it's not. It's you guys. Marvel said X-Men. That's your property. That ain't really theirs. Because if it was theirs, they would have took the shit back and connected it with their cinematic universe.
Well, I'm talking about with Alien. Like, why can't they do both? They have the
Yes,
money to do both.
I know that, but I'm saying, I mean, you make a good point there. Yeah, I agree. It's just I'm saying, I bet you their rebuttal will be, or somebody will say down below, oh, because it's the deal they have with Marvel that they could do it multiple movies or whatnot and not connected. That's the answer they probably give. If that's the case, I don't know, but they could do both. It could happen. It's been known to happen. They could do it. They could do it. It doesn't have to always connect. They could do it. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know why
they have
with this
nothing to
one
do
they
with
were
Marvel.
they were dead
They
straight
control
on
it.
one movie. I don't know why.
Yeah, but they don't have to worry about Marvel. They control the X Men. They can do whatever they want. They don't need Marvel's permission.
I know, but that's the excuse they'll probably give. They'll say, "But the deal we have with Marvel, we can actually do
Yeah, but I don't
that."
think they have a deal with Marvel at all.
Really? Why they put Marvel in front of the thing?
Because it was based on Marvel comics, but like they own. That's why like in Logan they can't mention because in the original
Old man Logan.
comics, yeah, in the original comics I think it was Hawkeye with Wolverine, but they're
Oh,
not going
okay.
to be able to mention him. That's why they had to make it Professor X
Oh,
with him because I think in the comic it was Logan and Hawkeye
oh,
instead of
really?
Professor X. From what I
Okay.
understand, the comics,
All right.
but because Hawkeye's with Marvel, they can't use that. So I don't think
Mm-hmm.
there is a deal. That's why like
Oh,
you'll never see Deadpool in a Captain America movie or something. I don't know. I
yeah.
mean, maybe there is some deal that I don't know, but regardless of any of that,
Yeah, they could do two Alien
they
films.
can
They
do
could.
two Alien films. They own it. They have the money. Considering like all the other films they're doing, people would see it. I mean, considering it is a known name, and so many
Mm-hmm.
are about known names.
Yeah.
I don't know why you can't do both. You can
Yeah.
do one for the summer and one for the winter.
Oh, one. Yeah, like you said, one for the summer. And how about one close to Halloween?
Yeah, something like that. That could work better. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why they had to
Like the
pick.
Alien 5, that'll be more action horror orientated. You could do that to start the summer, and then the horror one you could put that toward October. I don't know. It seems like the people who are making the decisions in Fox now are not using their brain. I guess. I mean, my thing is this.
Yeah,
I flat out did not like Prometheus. I call it boring. I know it's Prometheus, but I call it Prometheus because it's fucking boring and whatnot. It was funny about it, thanks to this trailer, now people are giving Prometheus shit now, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's kind of like the thing like I was telling you about. When you like when you did a rant on Amazing Spider-Man and how everybody when Amazing Spider-Man came out, everybody started taking a big shit on Spider-Man 3, and how when you did the rant, you said I was yelling about that movie years ago, way before it was hip. So it'd be funny now, with Covenant coming down the pipeline, people might really revisit your Prometheus rant and be like, "Yeah, you're right. It does suck. I saw it years ago. I liked it. I don't know what happened now. It didn't hold up." Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe that rant's be more popular now and whatnot. But that was a flat out shitty movie. At times, stupid things happen in there. It's like Ridley Scott figured, well, I know everybody ripped off my movie back in '79 and by the early '80s and shit, so I'm gonna do my own type of rip off and such, and just put the alien name on it like a feces or whatever and such. And this one, okay, I'll be lying if I'm saying that this is not going to lift the franchise out of the shit that Alien 3 dropped it into. This movie's not gonna do that. I'm looking at maybe a quick pace movie if I'm lucky. I know that's asking for a lot. Maybe likable characters, maybe, because the girl in the last film she was just a bitch and a half.
Yeah, but based on that trailer, do you see any of that?
I don't know. I want to believe a little bit at least, but it's hard to trust the studio too. That's what it is.
I just don't get why people are creaming over the trailer. When I saw the trailer, I'm like, what was in the trailer? You
Man, I
see a
think I know what it is.
xenomorph in a
There's
shower.
been a hype going around that there's supposed to be a new type of xenomorph in there, but it's all rumors. It's nothing confirmed yet.
Like the Pred Alien.
Yeah, it's
Or
all
the
rumors.
Chupacabra and Alien Resurrection. I mean,
Yeah, the albino fuckface. Yeah. Or is it the albino fuckface, or that's the one that? Oh, that's James Arness. That's in the last film. That was James Arness.
I just mean like you see like trailer reactions to this movie and people are like, oh my god! I'm like, it's the first movie. Even the face hugger coming up and grabbing someone yet again. A xenomorph's tail going under someone. Except it's in a shower scene like it's a Friday the 13th movie. I mean, just like based on the trailer and what we saw in Prometheus, where he's like, well, I'm going to steer the hell out of you. I'm like, no, you don't bore the hell out of me. You can steer the hell out of me. I don't.
I think his exact words are my motivation is my job is going to be to scare the shit out of you. Well, he didn't do it.
You bore the shit out of me, but
yeah.
I just don't. I mean, I don't really get what the big deal is. Like, what is it? Is it just because there's a xenomorph? Because that's all I saw in the trailer.
I think that's probably what it is. Because everybody, I guess it's been a while since we saw a xenomorph in these movies. I guess. Despite the bullshit. Well, AVPR, but that was how many years ago? What, almost 10 years?
Maybe 2007, right?
AVPR was 2007.
Yeah, 2007. So
yeah, so 2007 is about 10 years. 10 years, I guess. So I guess that's what it is. People are hungry to see a xenomorph again.
Which
if we're able to see it now, if we're able to see it, if it's not in the dark.
So I guess it's because it's directed by Ridley Scott and there's a xenomorph in it. I guess that's not enough for me. Mm-hmm. That's not enough for me. I'm like, I've seen other movies with xenomorphs and they sucked. Yeah. Alien Resurrection. I mean, for example. I mean.
Yeah. I think what it is, people want to believe so hard that Ridley Scott, okay, he probably seen the mistakes of Prometheus, but he didn't say it himself, though, folks. I think that's what people are making assumptions. I think that's what it is. They make an assumption. People are wondering, it looks like he's remaking Prometheus, but putting a xenomorph in there or a different type of creature because it's coming out to the back of this guy's head instead of the chest.
Right.
Or something like that. Maybe I think that's what it is. Everybody is just so hungry to see Ridley Scott go back to sci-fi horror. I think that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And Prometheus didn't deliver that. It delivered a boring film with a lot of bullshit things like CGI facehuggers and a giant James Arness albino fuckface and whatnot.
Well, I mean, before they're like, "Is this an alien film? Is it not?" And that whole stupid stuff. And the next movie, make sure you got Alien right there on the title.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, honestly, I think Ridley's going to play it safe. He's just going to remake the first movie. Just like Jurassic World and Rogue One and all these other, not Rogue One,
Force
Force
Awakens.
Awakens and Independence Day Resurgence, where it's one of these connected movies that all they do is just remake a movie.
So in other words, a backdoor reboot.
Yeah. I guarantee you they will announce that they want to do another one after this, or even before this comes out, or even if you look online, I would not be surprised if they said they want to do 2 more movies.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be surprised. It'll be
But you know,
Alien colon blah blah blah.
what's that colon blah 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 you said? It
No,
broke up.
like Alien colon Covenant. It'd be like Alien colon whatever the title of the next movie would be, Retribution or fucking Uprising.
Sodomy.
Alien colon the Return or whatever fucking
Yeah. I
some
don't know.
a big
I
fancy
think
name.
I think what it is with this is just everybody just so hungry and so desperate to point it. But wait, he got to do it. He's got to rescue it. He doesn't have to do jack shit. This guy's gonna pick up a check. That's what he's gonna do and such. Now my thing on this is this.
Yeah.
I'm not saying. Oh yeah, another thing I was gonna bring up, which I find it's a bad omen. They're releasing it on the same exact date Alien 3 got released. Which is a bad omen. That's a very bad omen. An alien film released in May. It's a bad omen. A bad omen. I saw Alien 3. I think it was around that time, May 19th. Back in 1992. It was a dark day for me. God, but yeah, you guys know that story already on that haters commentary we did a long time ago, whatnot. But
Yeah.
Jesus, but I'm looking at it as maybe I'll give it a chance, but I'm not going to a theater for it.
Hmm.
If I can find it online to watch, I'll watch it online. I'll play it safe. Because I'm not blowing. From what I see, it's not enough for me to say, shit, I'm going to blow $16 on it. No. I'm not going to do it. No, no, no.
Well, I think they're releasing it in May because I think the original came out in May.
I know. That was the very rare occasion, though. That's the good alien film that came out in May. That was the only good alien film to come out of May. That's it, because fucking Alien 3 came out in May and it didn't work. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, maybe, because I like Danny McBride. This lead girl, I don't know, I want to give her a fair shake, see what the deal is. Michael Fassbender, I don't know why the fuck you got him there, even though Bradley's playing a different android, but I don't know. Somehow James Franco's connected to this.
James Franco.
That's what it says on the thing here, James Franco. I don't know who he's playing, unless they just threw his name there randomly.
Huh.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
Danny
somebody.
McBride's in it, so I guess maybe he got a favor.
The original captain of the Covenant and the husband of Daniels. I guess the husband of the lead girl or something. I don't know. Or whatnot.
Oh, he's probably like going to be on some like some video feed or something.
Maybe. Then they'll put that music. Is that he did to Guy Pearce when they show his wailing character and they just threw that music randomly out of left fucking field, like somebody farted up. Oh God! But I look at it this way: it might be just maybe a time waster. Maybe I'm not saying the film is going to be the best of the best. I'm not saying like a lot of people are predicting it's going to rescue the franchise. I don't believe it's going to rescue the franchise.
Right.
Because if it's a remake, just say for argument's sake, okay, it's a remake. What if it's a remake? Okay, it takes that same idea, but does things a little different with it, maybe. Like a good example of that is, I mean, this is thin, I know, Matt, but the Friday 13 reboot.
Yeah, but Alien, I don't like Friday 13th. That's even that doesn't work because the original film doesn't even have Jason in it.
Yeah, they
Well,
based it on the first four films.
yeah, I mean that's totally different.
Oh
I mean, the first film is an old woman killing people,
yeah,
and this has Jason with a hockey mask, which was, I mean, that doesn't even feel like a reboot. That feels like a sequel. If you change three things, it would be a sequel. If you snap out the very opening, like this. On the other hand, this I don't see what they could do differently.
well, they have this thing with somebody, I guess, something coming out of the back of a guy's neck. I don't know if they're playing with that germ thing again, like they had in the last film.
Well, okay, I mean, yeah, okay, maybe there'll be little differences. I'm not saying of course there'll be little differences. Even The Force Awakens has little differences. Jurassic World
And,
has little. They do
and
have the.
just because it's different is not good. Yes, I understand.
It's
Of
just
course.
I don't care to see another group of people land on a planet in the middle of nowhere with another face hugger and people being killed one by one, and the lead is going to be another woman. It's like I've seen this movie already.
Mm-hmm.
And then just on the fact that what could have been a really, I don't know, it
I mean,
just
I would
seems
love
like a
to
lazy
see that.
movie.
I would have loved to see, in all honesty, Neil Blomkamp's Alien film,
Neil
because they would be
Blomkamp,
at
I
least
would rather
connected
see what
to
he would do.
aliens. You know?
Yeah, I'd rather see what he would have done with Michael Biehn. If this film surprises me, yeah, I'll admit it. But I just,
Yeah,
based on the
it's a
trailer,
long shot.
based on the trailer, I see, all I see is the 1979 film again. And I'm tired of that nowadays when movies do that. Independence Day Resurgence, yeah, they're not going to be the exact same. I'm just tired of that. It's going to make money. It's the safest way to make the film. And yeah, there just nothing in that trailer impressed me. That's all I can say.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll go with an open mind, but I'm
I'll
not saying it's gonna rescue the franchise. I mean,
I'll wait your thoughts. We'll talk on Skype, and you can tell me
yeah,
yay or nay.
yeah, but I won't go to a theater though. That's the only thing. See,
You
I'm
said
not gung ho about the film, but I'm not. Well, I agree with Matt's saying.
you're
I'm not
going to a
disagreeing with Matt
theater for
like that.
this.
I mean, I agree with what he's saying. He makes a
You're going to a theater
valid
for
point.
this because you love it. You see,
What?
you're going to a theater for this because you like the trailer and you're
I'm not going to theater for
interested.
this. Why would I go to theater and blow $16, $17, dude? I work for
Tradition
that.
because he did it for Alien 3.
But that wasn't fair, though. I was a child for Alien 3, bro.
Because you like the trailer.
Yeah, I liked the trailer, but the movie sucked ball
But you like
sacks
the
and ass
trailer for
cracks.
this. That's why you
But
seen it in the theater.
I'm not going to the theater for this unless you're buying the ticket. I go with you.
So we're not going to
We'll,
the theater for this either of us,
we're not
but
going to the theater. No, I will go online to look it up if I can find it to watch
well,
or
if you ever do
whatnot.
that, then I'll wait your thoughts when you tell me.
Why don't you watch it with me? It'll be fun. We don't pay for the movie together. We watch it for free. That's it. We should watch it with me. There you go. If something's wrong, you can leave halfway out if you like it.
I
It's
don't know.
all
People
right.
would be pissed that I'm seeing stuff online. So
Yeah, I mean it's the way any way you choose that anybody chooses to view a film, that's he or she's business. You know, not everybody wants to pay top
not saying I
dollar.
would, not saying I wouldn't. I plead the fifth. So
Yeah, you know.
anyway, Alien Covenant. You kind of look forward to it. I do not at all.
Okay. That's but I agree with everything you're saying though. I do. And such. I know people are gonna think, oh, are you afraid to disagree with him? I'm not afraid to disagree with nobody. We've had this conversation before, like with the Fate and the Furious and
Yeah,
all this stuff like that. You know,
but
he's very, very gung ho to look forward to seeing it. That's cool. I respect his opinion. That's great. You know, Alien
at the
Covenant.
same
He gave.
time, you do look forward to it.
Yeah, I look forward to it, but I'm not going to a theater. See,
Okay,
I
but
can
you
see
look
you going to
forward
a
to it.
theater for Fate and the Furious. I can see you going to that for that one, but
Okay,
you
you
know,
look
just
forward to it. Say yes. Yes?
yes, I'm not gonna say that. I plead the fifth.
So, we're not ending it for tonight, but I'm going to stop the video just to take a 5 minute break, and it's an hour and 20-minute video. So, I'll have it in a couple parts, easier to upload, and also just to take a 5 minute break, use the restroom, get something to drink, so that we're
Okay.
not blown out. So I'll end part two here, but we'll be back in 5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
But anyway, thanks for watching part two, folks, and fuck the alien